So the pattern of the class today will be first 75 minutes of practice, which will take the pattern itself of recitation or listening, and I recommend letting things wash over rather than trying to parse the logic of any given phrase or verse. And I'll read, this is from the morning liturgy, my own translation, and I won't read the whole thing because reading it out loud in English takes quite a while. So I'll improvise my way through it. After that, we'll sit quietly for a short amount of time and then begin the three sources practice. It's a 12-part practice, and like listening to the prayers, please let it wash over you, and don't. If it's not feeling like it makes sense or things are coming together, let it be, and we'll all move through together. That practice finishes with quiet sitting as well. And we'll do that till the end of our 75 minutes. And we'll take a short break after that, and then whoever can stay, we will have tea and discussion for another 75 minutes on the details of the parts of the form and their correlations with the earthly branches. So if you know the Ziwu Mudra, you can hold it during recitation. I'll go ahead and introduce it. It is, if with your right hand you grab your left thumb and then loosen that hand a little, and with your left thumb touch the ring finger crease on the right hand underneath, and with the ring finger tip touch opposite that crease, so just above the knuckle on the right hand. The right hand also, the thumb and tip of middle finger are touching. So it forms a little bit of a Tai Chi. And it's held, the palms facing the body. So not too low, not too high. Right in the middle. Ziwu. Zi and Wu are two of the earthly branches that we'll learn in this course. And they have associations on the hand, and that's what we're connecting here. That's pure yin, or maximum yin, and pure yang, or maximum yang. So it's a yin-yang mudra, a harmonizing mudra. We'll begin with a purification song. The rousing chimes of white jade purify the 10 directions and bring peace to the rivers and oceans. The high peaks bear the weather, and the myriad spirits bow, requesting the presence of the immortals. Heaven is freed of impure air, earth is freed of all temptations, and obscure wisdom is clearly perceived. So I hope you feel the image with that, the clinking, pure sound of white jade, white beam, more pure even than the green jade. White jade, resonating, piercing, shaking out impurities. Heaven and earth. Prayer for the teachings. Immortal of the great veiled three treasures, may your numinous voice pervade every place, extinguishing wrongs and dissolving transgressions. May your treasured signs pervade every time, coming to the aid of those in need. May this altar be open, so the teachings in these verses manifest. May our efforts be meritorious and in alignment with the teachings that follow. So this, in a way, is a different version of the previous verse, previous poem. The numinous voice, though, is the resonance that is purifying, extinguishing wrongs, dissolving transgressions. Prayer for abundance. Ascending to the highest altar with the stepping toward emptiness song, we pray that the lands be blessed and avoid even the shortest drought. Today our pure hearts present at the golden watchtower within. Gold is pure watchtower observation awareness. Today our pure hearts present at the golden watchtower within. Amidst the morning's peaceful haze of incense, the jade furnace burns, the perfected fire. The central territory is fortified, mountains and rivers are robust, the immortal splendor is expansive, and the saints and sages are luminous. So always when you hear these landscape metaphors in the prayers, know that the body is that landscape, and that landscape is in the body. And so if the agricultural metaphors feel far away, remember that the rivers of your body are robust, and the mountain of your back sitting in meditation is fortified. When we all pay respects to the ancient sages each day, the year's harvest is plentiful, and people enjoy peace and tranquility. Paying respects is a way of lowering yourself, so we lower ourselves and raise up everything else as sacred, and thus our environment and ourselves bear fruit. Prayer for fruition. Immortal of constant clarity and constant stillness, which is itself an image of fruition, completion, realization. Constant clarity, constant stillness, or sometimes simply constancy. When the realized mind is clear and still, the Tao has fulfilled our ancestral purpose like the culmination of the pearl moon. It is the accomplishment of the natural process. May the darkness be swept from our minds until no obstacles remain, and a full circle of light fills the great void. The highest medicine is within the body. Shen, Qi, Jing, spirit, energy, essence. Each of us has the capacity to eliminate deficiency and excess, thus coming into harmony and balance, in alignment with the natural way. May we come to know the primordial unity by reversing the way to nurture each day the yellow sprout in the golden tripod. The way of reversal is to return to the root, which paradoxically and profoundly is the accomplishment of the fruit. Invitation. Before the altar we are all the same, each of us reverent within and without. Purifying the heart, purifying heaven and earth around us with these resonances that pierce and clarify. To our heartfelt summons the Tao replies, so we recite these scriptures and follow the teachings. Incantations, the 8 great incantations. Purifying the mind. Tai Shang Tai Xing, adapting to change without end, expelling evil and binding demons. Protect my destiny, guard my body. May my wisdom be luminous and pure, the spirit of my heart-mind at peace, my 3 Hun everlasting, and my Po undying. May this order be swiftly carried out, Qiji Wulu Ling. Purifying the speech, Dan Ju, spirit of the mouth, expel the filth and foul air, so Jung Lun, spirit of the tongue, can infuse my destiny with spiritual nourishment. Luo Qian, spirit of the teeth, reject perversity and protect truth, so Hu Bun, spirit of the throat, can guide down the liquid spiritual qi. Dan Yuan, spirit of the heart, enable me to penetrate reality, so Lian Yi, spirit of thought, can constantly abide in the Tao. Jiji Rulu Ling. May this order be swiftly carried out. You can hear a slightly martial shamanic relationship to spirit here that is the oldest of the old traditions. Pacifying the earth gods. Yuan Shu, guardian of peace, notify the 10,000 spirits, the officers of the peaks and valleys, the local gods and earth spirits. Issue a mandate to the gods of soil and harvest, forbidding them to be careless or skittish. Remember to give yourself permission to feel this as an internal metaphor and simply the harmonious energies purifying and clarifying the disharmonious energies. When they return to the correct path, inner and outer realms are purified. There's peace in every direction. The sacred spaces are well protected, and by the mandate of Tai Shang, the seeds of evil are seized. Hu Fa, honorable spirit, protect me as I recite the scriptures and take refuge in the great Tao. May the source effortlessly infuse the faithful. Jiji Rulu Ling. Golden light, spirit, incantation. Heaven and earth are the fundament of the mystery, the foundation, the root of the 10,000 qi. All existence. Extensive cultivation through tumultuous times has confirmed the pervasion of spirit. Even in the hardest of times, we feel the brightness and lightness of the Tao. Throughout the three realms, we understand the Tao is supreme. The body has its golden light, reflecting and hiding within. Looking, you cannot see it. The golden light is reality, ultimate reality. Looking, you cannot see it. Listening, you cannot hear it. Embracing heaven and earth, it nourishes all sentient beings. Chanting this 10,000 times, my entire being is radiant and luminous, the three realms protected and the 5 gods respected. The 10,000 spirits pay ritual respects, enlisting the support of the thunderbolt. Ghosts are stricken with fear, demons lose their minds. Again, with the ghosts and demons type of language, just think of any tightness in you, in your life, obstacles, as ghosts and demons. Those are working against harmonious energy. Ghosts are stricken with fear, demons lose their minds. Inside, a thunderbolt, the thunder god's hidden face. Wisdom penetrates throughout, the 5 qi flourish. The golden light is revealed, hidden and watching over the realized person. Jiji Rulu Ling. Opening the mystery stored in the scriptures, incantation. A cloud inscribes the great emptiness, initiating a new cycle of being. Far away one moment, close the next, sinking here, floating there. It flits about in the 5 directions until, suddenly complete, it lingers. Tianjin Huangrun presses down the brush to write. He acts as a conduit for the seal, a stage for performing a sacred talisman. Yuan Shu descends. True writing is born as the ink spreads. It is so clear, it is without any obscuration. Illnesses resolve on their own. The weight of the world is lifted, and we are protected by the spirits of the unseen realms. Our ascent to the immortal realm is assured. Jiji Rulu Ling. Now, that's it for the incantations. I'll read a little bit of, I'll read here and there within the scripture of constant clarity and stillness, Jing Jing Jing, as spoken by Tai Shang Lao Chun, the deified Lao Tzu. Taishang means greatest, highest. Lao refers to Lao Tzu, and Jun is Lord. The theme of this is emptiness. The great Tao is without form. It gives rise to heaven and earth. Out of formless come two parts of form. That's that which is above and bright and light, and that which is below and solid and dark. The great Tao is without sentience. It moves the heavenly cycles. Sentience, thought, emotion, the motion of mind, the motion of heart. It has no motion, the great Tao, because it is pervasive in time and space. It's perfectly constant. But from this absence of motion comes the movement of the heavenly cycles, movement of the heavenly bodies. The great Tao is without name. It nourishes earthly existence. So with name we hear boundary, that which a vessel of meaning that is limited and therefore cannot represent the unlimited, the boundless. But though it has no name, it nourishes earthly existence, that which does have form and does exist. I do not know its name. Forced to name it, I call it Tao. Re-emphasizing how name is establishing boundaries which limit our minds when addressing boundlessness. Every particular instance of the Tao has clarity and also has turbidity, has heavenly aspects and earthly aspects, has movement and also has stillness. Clarity is of heaven, turbidity of earth. Movement of heaven, stillness of earth. Clarity is the male, turbidity is the female. Movement is the male, stillness is the female. Of course, these are male and female principles that are in all males and all females. Descending from the root and flowing to the branches, the Tao gives rise to all things. Descending from the root and flowing to the branches. The source, the root, it flows down and out like a river, and that's the source and root to which we return. Clarity develops out of turbidity. Classic example of turbidity is muddy water, where in stillness particles settle and clarity has developed out of that turbid body of water. Movement is founded on stillness. Stillness is the source, the foundation. If you were to run, you're pushing off the solidity, the stillness of the earth. Human beings have the capacity to be constantly clear and still, to realize their minds. Heaven and earth always returns to the source. The parts always cycle back to become non-distinct. The spirit is drawn to clarity, but the mind disturbs it. The mind is drawn to stillness, but desires pull it away. If you're able to constantly let go of desires, the mind naturally achieves stillness. Desires in this context is used almost like a synecdoche to stand in for the whole of things that we want or don't want. Anything that causes us anger or creates greed. Any ignorance, any lack of seeing clarity and stillness as they are. If you're able to constantly let go of desires, the mind naturally achieves stillness. When the mind is clear and still, the spirit naturally achieves clarity. We're making way for giving ourselves the opportunity to simply complete the natural path. In this natural state, the 6 desires do not arise. The 3 poisons are completely dispelled. 3 poisons: anger, greed, ignorance. 6 desires, one associated with each of the senses, including the mind as the 6th sense. If you are not like this, the mind is not yet clear. Desires have not yet been let go. When desires can be let go, inwardly observing one's mind does not exist. Has no inherent existence. Thich Nhat Hanh's language on this is helpful. Has no inherent unchanging existence, and that's what creates the emptiness, the non-existence. Outwardly observing one's body does not exist. Looking deeply into phenomena do not exist. Nothing has permanence and retains its identity over time. Fully awakened to these 3 things, you thus perceive emptiness. Observe that emptiness is also empty, for emptiness cannot exist and be actually empty. This begins to get at the mystery, the twofold mystery, the mystery beyond the mystery. For every named mystery, again, we've limited it by naming it. And so, when we say ZhenGong, or the mystery of mysteries, or the mystery beyond mysteries, or the twofold mystery, we're pointing at our understanding of the boundaries and their limits. Actual emptiness is entirely non-existent. Non-existence of non-existence is also non-existence. You can't simply just frame it broader to identify the thing. There's always something beyond. Non-existence of non-existence is precisely non-existent. Nature is fathomless and constantly silent. If silence cannot exist and be actually silent, how can desires come into being? How can desires exist in themselves? Desires never coming into being, realizing stillness is precisely this. Realizing constancy is adapting to existing. Realizing constancy is recognizing innate nature. So the 10,000 things, our phenomenal experience, rolls on and we roll on with it. But with constancy, we're recognizing our innate nature, the clarity and stillness that is our center, that is our self. Constantly adapting, constantly still, constant clarity and stillness is accomplished. Realization. Clear and still like this, gradually integrate and realize Tao. Completely integrating and realizing Tao is called attaining the Tao. Even though it's called attaining the Tao, there is nothing that is attained. To support the realization of all sentient beings, we call it attaining the Tao. Someone who is awakened in this way can transmit the sacred Tao. That's all I'll need for today. We'll sit for a few moments and let the resonance of the words and the source of the words clarify, purify, and settle. No technique here, we're just letting it all be. Letting it all not be. We'll transition now. I'm a little worried about the discomfort in your hips, so let's, without changing your cushions or anything, let's stand up. We'll do a couple of simple movements. My apologies to the Zoom folks. I may be out of the frame a little bit, but just stand straight, feet together. Pressing into the earth and reaching up through the crown. Reaching down with the tailbone to stabilize the pelvis. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, and roll the arms in so the palms go in, then out, while curving the entire spine. So it's as if your shoulders are moving toward your hips, but your spine is not pinching, it's stretching as if around a ball. And inhale and open up. pressing into the feet, reaching up at the crown. Palms go wide and back as far as you can, and arch the spine in the opposite direction. Keep your balance. You may need to press your hips forward. Full inhale, pause, and return. Coiling the arms in, the body in, knees bent, tail tucked, spine curved. Inhale again. Pressing the palms out, the feet down, reaching out the crown. Hold the breath. Then exhale and return. One more. Inhale. Pressing out with the palms, opening the window to look at the moon. Realization ahead. Coil in. Flying like a swan. Articulate the spine in waves. Let the wave fall out your arms, flow out your arms. Reaching back with the hips as you come down, getting as low in the knee bend as is comfortable. Exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up. Let's do one more. This time as you come down, stay down. Straighten your legs as much as you're comfortable, and just let your upper body hang. On the next exhale, let the breath be. And then bend the knees, sit the butt back. And inhale, hands come up to center, into prayer and reach toward heaven, coming all the way up off the heels. Inhale and hold. Exhale, return to center, heels down, palms at the side. Your body a little shake and return to sitting. The body settle into alignment. The spine must be straight. So we sit as high as we need to make that possible, given the flexibility of our hips. Pressing the sit bones into the cushion, into the mat. Extending the spine up. Lifting as if you're lifting from the jade pillow where the spine meets the skull. Open the heavenly gate. The heavenly gate is the crown, the highest point in your head. When we say open it, just mean use your intention to be open and receptive, and without too much practice you'll feel a kind of energetic aperture-like opening there. Relax the eyelids, so the eyes are neither open nor closed. You're aware of the room, rooted in the room, anchored in the room. The lowered eyelids support inward attention. Hanging the curtain, we sometimes say. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth, connecting the circuit that flows up from the perineum, through the tailbone, around and down, and returns down the center front. The magpie bridge between heaven and earth. Part of that is yang, part of that is yin. Heaven yang, earth yin. The magpie bridge is a mythological bridge between earth and heaven, made of magpies. Connect the circuit. Teeth and lips closed. Breathe through the nose. Slow, smooth, deep, even breaths. Let the breath take its natural depth. By deep we mean breathe from the root, breathe from true nature, from stillness and clarity. I'll return to that idea later. The rib cage relaxed, so the breath is in the belly. Movement is in the belly. First part of this form called pure yang, rising in the ocean. In the ocean of origin, the ocean here is the source, the stillness, the essence, the clarity is the pure yang. So out of deep stillness, the deep stillness of early winter, comes the first movement of spring, even though spring is months away. So we begin in stillness and we end in stillness. We follow the pattern of the seasons in this form. The hands will come into the pure yang mudra. The pinkies, the tips of the pinkies touch, the tips of the middle fingers touch, the tips of the thumbs touch. We hold it as if we're holding a sphere between our palms. And like your pelvis, it is neither tipped forward nor tipped back, but balanced in the center. The middle fingers are as if they are on the horizontal. Hold that in front of your lower dantian, the field of energy below and behind your navel. Dan in Dantian means cinnabar. It's a symbol of realization, of ultimate reality. Cinnabar red. The field is yin, it's the fertile earth for cultivation. It is the ocean of the source in which the pure yang, the original spark, resides. The mantra for this part of the form is Hong. We pronounce it with the mouth closed. We direct our mind and the energy of the mantra into our lower belly. It sounds like this. The word symbolizes lightning striking earth, also sacrifice. So our pattern within this part of the form will be inhale and hold as long as is comfortable, maybe a little bit longer, and then exhale with the Hong, feeling it thunder, feeling it meet in your low belly, meet the earth in your low belly. So let's try a few together. Inhale and hold. Slow, steady inhale. Gentle but full hold. This can be an open hold, a hold that does not lock the air off, but is as if you are continuing to inhale. And exhale with the hum. Again, inhale. Exhale with the hum. Again. No stress, no strain, maintaining relaxation, even though the mantra is effortful and the breath hold is effortful. Exhale. 6 more breaths at your own pace. It's not a competition. Do what feels natural to you. Inhale, hold, home. Feel the brightness generate, stir, fire begin in the lower belly. If the mantra and the breath is comfortable, you can add physical elements of lifting the perineum and pressing down with the diaphragm. This can be a little confusing, there's a lot going on. First, get the pattern of the inhale and the sounding of the mantra. 6 breaths. Feel the mantra get stuck in your chest or in your throat. Bring the back of your head back and lift up. You'll open the throat and open the chest. Dynamic here as we're opening the body and mind. We're breathing as if through the pores of the body, pores of the skin. We're filling up. We're allowing all this chi to rush in, all this energy to rush in. And with it within, we're compressing the breath, compressing that chi into the lower belly. If you're familiar with the form, you may also add the hold on the exhale after the mantra with both the body and the breath. And so any compression that you accomplish during the mantra, you can sustain that pressure as long as is comfortable and well exhaled. And all of those things will increase the effectiveness of the building of fire. But even on the first time, I imagine we're feeling the heat from this path. So wherever you are in your count, let's let the breath be now. Pure yang rising in the ocean. The original spark of clarity and movement within the ocean of essence. The yang within the yin. The unity within phenomena. Now release the mudra. Palms down, hands as if holding the earth. Forearms parallel to each other and to the earth. In the past I've called this part of the form Earth Heart Embraces All. Part of the meaning here is also with a kind heart or kind-heartedness, all is forgiven. So the dynamic of this part of the cycle is of letting go, letting it return to earth, which transforms everything into fertility, nutrition, aliveness. The mantra is who. And that's also the word for sigh. So the feeling is this kind of settling, letting go, letting it all go with the breath. We often practice this mudra, this mantra, silently. We're going to sound it out loud together a few times so we get the feel of the vibration. It will sound like this. Ooh. So let's do it together. Inhale and hold. Exhale with who. Feel the vibration in your body and allow it to shake loose what's holding in order to let it go. Inhale and hold. Exhale with hu. One more. Inhale and hold. Relax into the hold. Exhale with hu. Let the breath be. Transition here to the next part of the form. It's a three circles with the hands and wrists, smaller, medium, large, and arriving in close to the body. I'll demonstrate. On the inhale, a circle primarily with the wrists, and then primarily with the elbows, and then big, broad circles, and we arrive, the open hand at the solar plexus. You notice we're moving up the body with each part of the form. So from kind-heartedness and forgiveness, inhale, a three-part gathering. Arriving with the breath full, palms up, side of the hands and wrists touching the body, shoulders back and down. The mantra is Shu. X-U sounds like Shu. Again, this is often done silently, but we're going to sound it out loud together to get the feel for the resonance. There's a little tightness in the jaw that makes it resonate in the teeth and carry that resonance in the body. Inhale and hold. Exhale with Shu, and the hands come forward. Shu. The extension here is just a comfortable distance out, moving on that plane from the solar plexus. Don't have to straighten the arms. So to repeat, we do a single inhale, turn the palms over, inhale just a large circle. Inhale. The palms arrive, the hands arrive, palms up. Exhale with the Shu. Shu. One more time, inhale and gather. This time try it silently. Feel that same vibration happening in the silence, in that same shape of the mouth, with just a gentle, not too tight, not too loose, to help the resonance. Exhale with the Shu. breathing is comfortable, you can let the breath, you can pause on the exhale, let the breath be. It's time to transition. We'll gather, turn the palms over. Same kind of gather, but we're going to arrive a little bit higher up. So with the middle dantian, the nipples, the hands are at the side again, but this time they're in the Taoist reality mudra. The index and middle finger on the horizontal, pointing forward. The pinky and the ring fingers pointing to heaven, and the thumbs outstretched. The mantra here is Hom, which will sound as the hands come forward, and this time they come all the way straight and they stay there as we repeat. Inhale and hold. Sincerity opens the true path, reveals the true Tao. Exhale with Hom. Hands and arms stay here. We inhale and hold and repeat the Hom. Exhale with Hom. One more, inhale and hold. Exhale with Hom. Transition, we sound the same mantra, which we also use for the next part of the form. The transition is the hands coming back during the sounding. It's as if we're pulling the energy in through the crown, down to the heart, and out. We arrive here with the three fingers connecting horizontally in the center, pinky pointing to heaven, thumb to earth. The 3 layers mudra, as part of the form, is called the 3 layers become one. Inhale and hold. Sound the Hom and transition. Two more Hom in this position. Inhale and hold. Exhale with Hom. Unlike with Hu and Shu, the following mantras, including this one, are sounded out loud. One more time, inhale and hold. Exhale with Hom. compress through the palms, and open and press to the horizons. The discomfort will soon pass. Inhale, hold. This is a big sound. Merging with the boundless. 2 more times from here. Inhale. One more. Bring the hands into the golden turtle mudra. The palm is hollow as if holding an egg, and the fingers are straight and pointing in a similar direction. And we're going to direct the fingertips and the palms at the kidneys. Tuck our pelvis as we sound hai hey with the mouth closed. It sounds like similar to the hung. We're compressing the energy, but this time into the kidneys. So from here, inhale, form the mantra, start to curl around, and then compress with hai hey. Inhale, just relax and extend the arms, and repeat. One more time. Now, with the spine staying in this position, inhale and hold, and we're going to use the mantra Ong with the mouth closed and the teeth with slight tension. You'll feel them buzz. It sounds like so the spine is fully circled around. The chin is to the chest as well. Inhale and hold briefly. And then as we sound the mantra, the hands come up and out, following the spine and out to crown. Usually we'll stay here to repeat. In this case, to practice the movement, we'll come back to the end of the golden turtle. Take a deep breath, curl the spine, pelvis tucked, chin to chest. Om. And one more. With the proper balance of tension and relaxation, you'll feel the entire spine vibrate and perhaps heat and light. Spine into position. Inhale and hold. Inhale and sit up. The hands come into a V. The mantra here is Wong. Connecting with spirit. The spiritual chi mingles at the purple palace. The purple palace is the spiritual realm. The feeling is being in and among with your own spiritual energy. Inhale and hold. Wong. 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 Inhale and hold. Wong. Inhale, bring the palms in to face crown. The golden light returns and illuminates. It's reflected inside. Inhale and hold. Gentle open hold, feeling the energy generated and moved in the form so far pervade and infuse the whole body. And with a gentle hum, same as the first hum, we bring the energy down. Bring the hands down the front of the body. Feeling the warmth and energy come down as well. The silver light mudra, thumbs touching, index fingers touching, making a diamond. Center that diamond over the navel. Bright light, bright moon on Kunlun Mountain. Resting in the realized space, the realized landscape. Kunlun is the source of being, of wisdom, symbolically, mythologically. The bright moon is the culmination, realization. Together they are clarity and stillness. Rest in the peaceful brightness. If your mind needs an anchor, you may focus on a full moon in your belly. Allow the movement and doing, the effort of the form to settle. Rest in the aliveness and emptiness, the space, the alive space, bright space. Not looking, for we can't see it. Not listening, for we can't hear it. But relaxing, letting go into it. Allowing it to know itself. Transition now to the last, 12th part. The hands come in to the Tai Chi mudra. For men, the right hand clasps the left. For women, the left hand clasps the right. The inner thumb pressing gently on the palm, the outer thumb pressing between that kind of empty fullness between the index and thumb on the opposite hand. Looks like this. It's another type of balancing mudra. We call it the Tai Chi. Qing Jing Wu Wei. Qing, clarity. Jing, stillness. Wu, absence or the negative of, or non. Wei is doing. Highest form of meditation is the meditation of non-doing, the non-meditation meditation. Resting. Body and mind upright and alert. Body and mind resting in the stability. Chuang-Tzu says first, I look with my eyes and listen with my ears. And I look with my inner sight and listen with my inner ears. And I look and feel from the chi, from the energy. I am the chi that is looking. And then I look and feel from spirit, from the constancy of stillness. Today you may be looking with your mind's eye. Tomorrow or next year you might be looking with your heart, observing your mind's eye. And the next day or the next year you might be watching the heart, watch the mind. The next day or the next year. You are the clarity and stillness. And the activity of your heart, your mind, are simply happening within the scope of your awareness. to close. Let's do a pervasive fire, so we'll, this is just a brief closing. It helps move the energy around and seal the body and mind a bit. So inhale, we're going to, with the breath held, we'll clap, make fire between our palms, and then massage our whole body. Together, inhale. Keep the breath held if you can comfortably, otherwise let it be. We'll dedicate our practice to the full realization of all sentient beings, to the culmination in the pearl moon of all sentience. Thank you. So at your own pace, release yourself from your sit, and we'll take a few minutes break. And if you can stay for tea, wonderful. The bathroom is down the stairs, just outside this door, and then winds around. It's a long hallway. At the end of the hallway is the bathroom. If you need anything else, let me know. We'll start getting the tea together.